Oh, Canada, our home and increasingly unclear land. Just weeks after one of the most chaotic federal elections in recent memory, the maple syrup has officially hit the political fan. Ballots have vanished, voters were miscounted, and faith in our democracy is wobbling harder than a liberal majority on budget night. And at the center of this sticky national mess, one man, one unelected financial figure turned political experiment, Mark Carney. This is the man who convinced a flailing party on political life support that he could be the hero. Instead, he stumbled into power like a moose on rollerblades, awkward, unsteady, and completely unprepared. And now his razor-thin win is unraveling faster than his economic reputation. From coast to coast, Canadians are asking a deeply unsettling question. Was this election even legitimate? The numbers don't add up, machines glitched, ballots were lost, some polling stations became chaos zones with paper trails disappearing. Faster than press statements from the PMO, in Carney's own riding of Toronto, St. Paul's, eyewitnesses are reporting irregularities, unsealed ballot boxes, and yes, mathematical anomalies. Let's rewind April 28th, 2025, the day Canada was supposed to move forward. The day Mark Carney claimed victory with the swagger of a man who thought no one would double-check his math. But then came the questions, not from conspiracy corners, but from Elections Canada officials, scrutineers, and concerned everyday Canadians who still believe democracy matters. Sealed boxes before vote verification. Turnout numbers shifting after results were announced. Registered voters turned away. In a healthy democracy, a prime minister would welcome an audit. Let's show Canadians the system works, you'd expect him to say. Instead, Carney pulled off a disappearing act worthy of a Las Vegas headliner. No pressers, no transparency, not even a half-hearted tweet, just silence. Meanwhile, calls for judicial recounts have surged across the country. What began as a whisper is now a national outcry. In British Columbia, polling stations ran out of ballots. Officials scribbled names on scrap paper. In Quebec, vote tallies didn't match polling records. In Ontario, urban ridings flipped on margins smaller than the average Tim Hortons queue. And the ultimate twist, Mark Carney's own seat might be overturned. The man in the PMO might not even keep his own chair in Parliament. Imagine leading the country via Zoom from your condo. And then there's Pierre Poilievre, the comeback king. The man now more popular than Poutine in a playoff game. While Carney hid behind red tape and recycled talking points, Pierre got to work. Seat by seat, recount by recount. Like a surgeon with a scalpel, he's carving his path back into the House of Commons. His message? Accountability, transparency, and above all, competency. When courts greenlit recounts, Pierre didn't whine. He didn't vanish. He rolled up his sleeves and let the process speak. The result? A major victory in a contested riding. His integrity intact, his popularity rising, and with Conservative MP Damien Kirk stepping down to trigger a by-election, Pierre is now poised to storm Parliament like a cavalry unit, riding a wave of truth and common sense. Meanwhile, Carney clings to a crumbling minority like a man patching a leaky boat with duct tape and wishful thinking, and Canadians are watching. Let's not forget the grassroots groundswell. Thousands of everyday Canadians, not bots, not operatives, are mobilizing, filing affidavits, sharing voter testimonies, packing town halls, launching legal petitions. In Carney's own riding, legal challenges have been filed citing rejected ballots, count discrepancies, and suspicious activity. One voter summed it up. Yeah, this happened anywhere else. The Prime Minister would be the first to demand a recount. So why the silence now? This silence isn't just suspicious, it's strategic. It reeks of panic, of a party clinging to borrowed legitimacy. Let's face it, Carney was never elected by the people. He was parachuted in by party elites. Central banker turned savior turned seat warmer. Now, with his foundation crumbling beneath him, the only thing standing between Canadians and a full-blown crisis of confidence is the truth. And that's what Pierre is fighting for, being exposed for what he truly is. Not a leader, not a visionary, just a placeholder, a technocrat without a tribe, a name with a resume, but no roots in the people he claims to lead. Pierre Poilievre gains momentum. Mark Carney is fast becoming the punchline of a national joke. But this story is about more than just faulty ballots or missing forms. This is about moral authority, about legitimacy, about trust. Because if you stumble into victory through confusion and stay silent while errors stack like unpaid bills, did you ever really win at all? A democracy without trust isn't a democracy. It's just a bureaucratic ritual, a paperwork exercise in pretense. And Canadians, they're waking up to that reality. They see a government born in chaos now refusing to clarify. They see a prime minister more obsessed with controlling the optics than delivering the truth. They don't see a statesman. They see a man hiding behind title and tape, not taking accountability. But here's where the tide turns. The Conservatives are standing up. Communities are organizing. The legal system is stirring, and people across the country are saying, not this time. Not in our democracy. And at the heart of this rising storm, one man remains calm, clear, and committed. Pierre Poilievre, the steady hand on the wheel. While Carney spins and stalls, Pierre is guiding Canada back toward a future where elections are counted properly, ballots aren't thrown out in the dark, and leadership isn't claimed, it's earned. Let's be absolutely clear. This movement isn't about undoing democracy. It's about defending it. This isn't about left or right, it's about right and wrong. And if Mark Carney had even a shred of the leadership he pretends to possess, he would welcome scrutiny. He'd face the questions. He'd prove his mandate, but he hasn't. And until he does, Canadians will keep asking, investigating, and fighting. Because in this country, we don't just vote. We watch, we verify. We hold power accountable, and we won't stop, and not until every riding, especially the Prime Minister's, is proven beyond doubt. This is not just a recount, this is the reawakening of Canadian democracy. If you believe that every vote matters, that no seat, not even Carney's, is above scrutiny, then share this message, like, and subscribe. Because this story, it's not over. It's just beginning. Stay alert, stay informed, stay free,